morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning show. Welcome to the morning glory. Why am I just saying the morning show? My name is Ntabi, and I am your host. I look forward to having this amazing conversation with you. This is an amazing show. We're all about positive vibes on Real Talk with Ntabi. And in case it's your first time on my YouTube channel, my name is Ntabi, and on YouTube channel, on Real Talk with Ntabi, you can expect everything empowerment and transformation, be it in your business, be it in your personal life, be it in your career, and all of that. So we're all about good vibes, and we do this one video at a time. One video at a time, we make sure that we make things happen. Okay, sorry, my internet is just showing me flames right there, but nevertheless, let's enjoy the show. Good morning. It's a good morning to have a good morning, guys. It's a new week. You have no excuse as to why this week cannot be amazing. You have no excuse. You have all the ability to just make it your most, like make it worth your while. I mean, often you have people that say, my week just did not go well. My week was terrible and all of that. But now it's all because of how you set your mind. If you have set your mind to be negative, if you have positioned your mind in a negative way to say that this week is just not going to be great for me, then it's not going to be great, right? So this is an opportunity for you to make sure that this week becomes the best week ever. That's why I'm saying it's a good morning to have a good morning. It's a good day to have a good day. It doesn't matter what time it is in your country, wherever you're watching, it's a good day to have a good day. Super amazing day, of course, for me. The sun is shining. I'm loving it. It's a little bit warmer in South Africa. You know what? I think winter is shifting a little bit. It's a little bit warmer. We are enjoying the warmth because, child, something about me, I don't like winter. I don't know about you, but me and winter are not best friends. So if it's a little bit warmer and sunny, I get to be sun-kissed. When the sun shines through my face, I just glow. So I love it when it's, a little bit shiny. But nevertheless, we still appreciate any type of weather because after all, this is what God has created. So we just have to appreciate everything, right? We just have to appreciate everything. All right. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. Where are you watching from? Tell us who you are on the comments. If, of course, you're watching from YouTube, thank you so much. I see Coach Remy. I see Homemade by Cebu. And if you're watching on Facebook, big ups to you. Thank you so much. Do consider coming to YouTube. And of course, if you're watching from TikTok, because I cannot ignore my TikTok family as well. Last week, they actually, listen, guys, let me tell you. Last week, actually on Saturday, was it Saturday or Friday? My TikTok family was on fire with the points, with the engagement. So I don't know if YouTube or Facebook, you're going to be bitten by TikTok because TikTok is on fire. They are engaging, they are commenting, they are bringing out good views, and I'm hoping that I'm going to experience the same. We have Fatsufala, we've got Desire, we've got Kalanga. I see you guys. Thank you so much. Much love and appreciation. Let's see who we have on Facebook. It's so important to acknowledge you guys because, come on, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. If you guys were not considering to join, I wouldn't be doing this. And of course, we have my lovely sister. She's commenting from Facebook. It's Tando Mokhosi, giving me some love, clapping hands for me. Thank you, sis. Much love and appreciation. So we're gonna move on. Let's see. I have a private group on Facebook. It's called Digital Boss. So this private group is really meant to share content around digital marketing. So if you have Facebook and you are not on Facebook right now, you can just search for Digital Boss and I'll just automatically add you on the group. All right. Super excited, super excited. Let's see if we have anyone on Digital Boss. Let's see the Digital Bosses. Okay, at this point, no one has joined on Digital Boss, but nevertheless, we move, we move. And of course, guys, we cannot start the show without the code of the day, right? We cannot start the show without the code of the day. So, what is the code of the day? I'm gonna roll it out now. Of course, we've got Bree. Hey, Bree! Bree, my singer, is here, and she's saying that I've missed being here. We've missed you, honey. We've missed seeing you here, but welcome. And yeah, you'll see that things have changed a little bit, but they've changed for the better. And you're just in time. We haven't even started with the first part of the show, so you're just in time. So you're about to start with the code of the day. I'm gonna roll it out for you guys so that we can just get inspired. All right, so what is our code for the day? Let me roll it out for you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So our code for the day is from our late Madam CJ Walter. So this woman was an entrepreneur. She was a pioneer. She was just an amazing woman, businesswoman as well. So as much as she died years ago, I felt the need to share her quote because sometimes we think as young generation, we think that the grind or the spirit of pushing or the spirit of finding opportunities is solely dependent on how things are happening in our world, how things are happening in our country at this very moment. And I feel the need to explain the fact that the spirit of putting an effort, the spirit of doing your best or just knocking and finding opportunities for yourself has always been there years ago, years ago. I mean, you think of how our history was and how you got to see people back in the days pushing to an extent of, wanting to make sure that everyone has all their equal rights and everything like that. Now, we are on the month of July, and in South Africa, we celebrate Nelson Mandela International Day, which is going to be happening on the 18th of July. And with that regard, I just feel like we need to be in a spirit of fighting for ourselves, so fighting for what we believe in, fighting for what is good for us. But now, this quote by Madame C.J. Walter, I love the fact that she's Madame, and we have to respect that Madame has spoken. Now her quote says, I had to make my own living and my own opportunity. So before we go any further, I had to make my own living and my own opportunity, but I made it. So what this part says is that I had to make my own living. I had to make or create my own opportunities, and I made it. So now, often we think that if you create your own opportunities, if you try to make your own living, try to hustle, sometimes we think that we might not make it or it might not work out and all of that. Now, I want you to take this point and understand that if you are willing to put in the work, if you're willing to see things happen in your life, if you're willing to see the change that you wish to see, you're going to have to put in a bit of work. You're going to need to put a bit of work because nothing can just come to you just like that. But now I love what it says. It says that the fact that I have made my own living and I own my own opportunities, and the fact that I've made it just kills the stigma of saying that you trying to get out there and make something of your life it's not something that is relevant, or in some way you fail, mainly because the society don't see the value, or the opportunities are not there. I mean, how many times as young people how many times have we complained that the government is not giving us jobs, the government is not doing 1 2 3 for us, and all of that. We've always been dependent on other people to help us to create our own opportunities. We've always depended on someone to create a breakthrough for us. We always sit and say the government should provide. We always sit and expect that someone else is going to open some grant or some fund to give you so that you can live your life. Someone is going to come from wherever to come and build you a home and all of that. And I'm telling you this, often even the young people, the young generation, you see them protesting, wanting houses and all of that. Young people that are fresh, that have got legs, that have got minds, that have got hands, that have got just about the energy, every energy possible to just go out there and grind for themselves. But they are solely relying on who should do this, the government, the president, the what. Someone else should do something for them. It's okay when it comes to elderly people. Then when it's elderly people, I would understand. But now when we are young, and trying to build ourselves, why is it that we need to constantly rely on someone to break to bring that breakthrough for us? Why are we not rather making a plan in terms of just doing something on our own? Why is the case? Why is that? um Ramu Kitu, we have Ramu Kitu as well, saying that those are very contingent contingent points. English. Yes. So, but I'll come to the comments. I'll come to the comment sections on all the platforms. I just want to just emphasize this fact that, you know what, in our country right now, I don't know where you're coming from, where you're watching from, but in South Africa right now, we are like good rough. I almost said some word, but you know what? I'm not gonna say it. It's hectic. Like it's hectic. The same people that fight for greatness, the same people that want opportunities, the same people that want better jobs, they're the same people that are destroying even the jobs that are already available. But nevertheless, Anikolapo, I'm not going to touch on the politics part a little bit, but I'm so saddened and so pained by what I'm seeing. I see shops that are being looted. I see shops that are being burned down, and solely because they want a president to. Anyway, let me. Politicians will come for me. Let me not touch the politicians will come for me. But all I'm saying is that, do we think when we act on something, if you're saying you are hungry, you don't have money, you don't have food, and then you come to my shop, you are not there to ask me to help you get a job so that you can put food in the table. Instead, you're going to ban even that source of income or something that could actually help you get food. You're going to burn down the food that is already there that could be helping someone who's in need. Now, Anikolapo, let me go back to the quote of the day. So it further says that don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Don't sit down and wait for opportunities to come. Get up and make them. It's so important that you understand that if you're going to sit like I'm sitting right now, if you're gonna sit and say, I'm just here waiting for an opportunity. I know I'm here waiting, I'm sitting waiting for an opportunity. Sitting and sitting. Does that meme that would normally be put on a chair, a person would say, I'm still waiting for Mr. Perfect, or I'm still waiting for my perfect job or whatever. And a person sits there until they are now turned into bones because they waited and waited. So it's high time that you stand up and go and create those opportunities for yourself. It's high time we stop complaining that there are no opportunities out there. It's high time that we stop complaining about the fact that we don't have money, we don't have food, we don't have jobs and everything. Get up and create something for yourself. What are you known for? What are you talented on? What are you waziwa ngani? Udume ngani? Huh? So what that means is that what are you known for? What are you good at? Because you are solely focused on wanting to get a job. And the sad part is that we keep saying that we want jobs, we want jobs. What skill do you have? If jobs come right now, let's say 10 jobs come, and they say this job will be given to someone who has this skill, and that skill. Will you have skills amongst those jobs? Will you qualify? Because we keep wanting and wanting. But the question is, what are we doing at the back? Are we doing something with our lives? Are we trying to polish ourselves? Huh? Like, are you polishing yourself? Let's make an example. Let's polish this thing. You see how shiny this thing is? Well, by the way, this is a perfume, eh? It's a perfume. It's also my deco. But my question is, are you busy polishing yourself so that you can shine? This is the question that I have. Are you busy polishing yourself so that you can shine? So that when an opportunity comes, it finds you shining? Are you busy polishing yourself? Are you polishing your life? If you're not doing that, what are you doing? And if you are waiting for an opportunity to come, how are you waiting? Because I believe that when you say you're waiting for an opportunity to come, you cannot just wait by folding your hands. You cannot just wait by doing nothing. You need to do something. And I'm going to be very hard, especially on everyone who's here, who's able to join a platform like this, who's able to watch on TikTok, who's able to watch on Facebook, who's able to watch on YouTube, and all of that. The fact that you have the ability to have data, to join a live stream, you have the ability to comment and share your thoughts and everything, it means that you have the ability to take your phone and look at the things that are aligned to you as a person, that are aligned to what you are capable of doing, that are aligned to your skill or your talent, that are aligned with all the passion that you have. And that will solely help you to be able to just get to another level. The fact that you have data right now and you are just using it to scroll. Guys, we love scrolling. Like, we love scrolling. Can we talk about scrolling? I did a video one time on my YouTube channel about scrolling. We love scrolling. How many times do we scroll? How many times do we scroll? I mean, I'll make an example, and I'm glad that I'm saying this, and then I've got my TikTok audience watching as well. Let me tell you guys, there was a day where I was sitting in bed when I was obviously supposed to wake up and work. I'm in my home office right now, working from my home office. I remember that day, I woke up, I didn't get out of bed, I took my phone, and I was busy scrolling on TikTok. And I think I woke up at the right time, meaning I woke up around maybe 7 or 6 if I was not obviously working out and all that. When I work out, I normally wake up 8. But that day, no, I think it was just one of those days. So I woke up at 7. It was a good time for me to wake up, prepare myself, get ready for work, and come to the office and see how I can push my business. But instead, I was holding my phone and I was on TikTok, scrolling, watching people's videos and all of that, laughing and all of that, just getting entertained. And that happened for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, I was busy being entertained by TikTok. 2.5 hours passed. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong being entertained by TikTok or being busy watching TikTok videos. But now I just want to say this, that we have to have limits. You cannot spend 2.5 hours of your time scrolling. It's one thing when you're saying you are creating a video like this so that you can connect to audience, or you are somehow posting a video that will somehow connect you to the relevant audience that will later be converted to an audience that will somehow buy into whatever that you're offering. Like right now, I have a YouTube channel, and the audience that are on TikTok, the fact that they would be listening to my empowerment talks, motivation to this show, they'll say, hey, Ntabi does the Morning Glory show on YouTube every morning. So let me actually go and watch on YouTube. And they like go to my link and then they subscribe and they join the show, which I'm hoping that you guys will, of course. You'll subscribe so that you can join here on YouTube, right? So my point is there's nothing wrong consuming content, but know your limits. Don't just constantly consume content and not benefit much, or just spend like I was sad the whole day. After 2.5 hours of being on TikTok before I could even start work, I honestly was angry at myself. My whole day was ruined because I felt like I lost out on 2 hours that I could have put in work or done something. So if you're going to create opportunities for yourself, you need to be disciplined, you need to be intentional, and you need to be willing to prioritize the important things. You need to be willing to prioritize the important things. You cannot just keep living your life just like it's golden when you know for a fact that your bank account is zero. You know that your bank account is on a minus. Zero is even better because it means that, okay, you are not in areas. But imagine if your bank account is on a minus, meaning you're still owing money. Huh? You're still owing money. Hey, Nunu, welcome. Hey, Nandu, welcome. You're still owing money, but you are busy relaxing. So how about you take advantage of any opportunity possible? How about you take advantage of the data that you have and see how it can benefit you and your skills and your career or your talents? How about you also consider making sure that you stop complaining? How about you stop complaining about what the government, what company is not doing and everything? How about you start doing things for your own on your own? Guys, a lot of people right now are being innovative. A lot of people are finding ways to build their legacies, build their futures, and they're seeing many ways to really come up with creative ways to just be something in life. You might have a skill, you might have a product in mind that you might want to sell and everything. Why are you sitting on that idea? Why not standing up and doing something? Why are you not standing up and doing something? I sell earrings. As much as I have a design company, right about now, after doing this live stream, after doing this live show, I'm going to be going back to work. I'm going to be looking for clients. I'm going to be making sure that I check whatever websites possible that I need to do. I'm going to be marketing myself on social media. And at the same time, I'm going to be marketing the extra business that I have, which is Booby Brand. I sell earrings, as you can see. So if you ever wish to get the earrings, you can definitely DM me. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can DM me, and these earrings can be delivered to you. So all I'm saying is that you cannot sit on your talent. You cannot sit and hope for opportunities to come your way. You cannot sit and say that I do not have money. You cannot just sit and say that I do not have money to go to school or whatever. YouTube is a platform that you can use to educate yourself. LinkedIn is a platform that you can use to educate yourself. Google Scholar is a platform that you can use to upskill yourself. There are free courses that are available online that you can do. I did a course on fundamentals of digital marketing. That is a course that is free and it's available on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, on Google. So right now, I'm able to even make money from that course that I did. So you're going to sit here and say that opportunities are not there. When you have the internet, when you have data, when you have YouTube, when you have all these other platforms that you can use to upskill yourself, and then you're going to complain. No, I refuse. I refuse. You got to change things around. You got to change things around. So in conclusion, you need to get up and make things happen. You cannot wait for opportunities to come your way. You need to be willing to do something. As much as we wish for all the government, the leaders of every country to make a difference to the people, it's also important, especially us as young people, to realize that we have the ability to make the change that we wish to see. And we can only do that if we can start waking up, getting up, and trying. Guys, I want to say this to you, try until something happens. Try. You know, there's this phrase, it's used on TikTok, it's used everywhere. When you're a girl, they tell you that ilwa ntombo. So ngiyakutshela manje, ilwa ntombo, ilwa. Ungali just to look pretty. Ungali just to look beautiful and everything. Don't just fight just because you want to look beautiful. Fight for yourself. Fight for your career. Fight for your freedom, for your financial freedom as well. So even the guys, I'm gonna say this, matita ilwani. Ilwani boputinani, ilwani. Fight, guys, fight. We need to fight for our financial freedom. The way we fight by wanting to look pretty with our hair, with our lipsticks, with our whatevers and everything and earrings and whatever, we need to have the same fighting spirit to be financially free. That's what we need. We need to have financial freedom. And for you to get financial freedom, you need to be willing to change things around. You need to be willing to see how you can wake up and grab every opportunity possible. Bare walala wasala wavuga was frostana, girl. Walala wasala. So it's your choice. I'm going to leave you with this point. Are you going to be that girl or that guy who just sits and waits for things to happen and you're not willing to do anything? Or are you going to be that guy or that girl who gets up and try until something happens? It's your choice. It's your choice. I'm going to leave it there. It's your choice. At the end of the day, you get to choose what you want to do. You get to choose what you want to do. Unfortunately, I cannot choose for you. As much as I wish I could choose for you, unfortunately, I can't. I cannot do that. So it's your choice. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right. So now I think let's go into the chat right now and see what people are saying on the comments section. And of course, remember, guys, you are welcome to leave a voice note and tell us what your thoughts are about the show. What are you learning from the show? You're welcome to just leave a voice note and let's just go to the chats and see what people are saying. So we're going to start here on YouTube. We've got Coach Remy giving us some love. Hello, hello. We've got Homemade by Sivu. Hey, real fam, welcome. We've got Bree Queen. Hey, hey. Hey, Queen, a big missing it here. You know what? We've missed you too, but we're happy you're here. We're happy to have you here. Thank you so, so much. Oh, wow. We've got Maseko. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. We've got someone who is also watching from Digital Boss. Let's see who this is. We've got Coach Teresa on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook, we see her comments. Coach Teresa also has a YouTube channel. So we believe that Coach Teresa next time will be joining the show, watching from YouTube, because she'll be helping us get that watch time, right? I hope that Costa Rica, you listening. But let's read your comment. No one owes you anything. You have to make it happen. No one owes you anything indeed. You have to wake up and make things happen for yourself. No one owes you anything, darlings. Wake up and make things happen for yourself, by yourself. It is what it is, unfortunately. It did, like, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate for someone, but it is what it is. You gotta wake up and make things happen. Smell the coffee, darlings. Smell the coffee. Think of what can go well, not what can go wrong. I love that. I love that. And it's so important. That is it's Coach Teriso, guys. Her name is Teriso Mukwena. Coach Teriso on Facebook, also on YouTube. She's an amazing NLP coach as well. So she's saying, think of what can go right instead of what could go wrong. So how many times do we stop going for opportunities? Do we stop going for what we think would be great just because we have the fear of the unknown? How many times have we stopped trying to achieve something, achieve a goal, just because we had the fear of the unknown? We feared that we would fail. Why? Why are we so scared of failing? What makes us so scared of failing when we haven't even tried something? Why do we have to be scared to even try? What do you think would happen even if you fail? Because if you fail, it's just an opportunity for you to try again. And failing is not a downfall. As a matter of fact, when you fail, you somehow have another opportunity to see what you could do better. And if you failed a couple of times, there are high chances of you winning, because the next time you try, you will avoid certain mistakes that you've done when you were trying. So it's so important that we take into account that trying does not mean that you are, failing does not mean that you will fail forever. It means that you can actually do better tomorrow. Nondu saying, good morning, real fams. I love it. I love it, real fams. Thank you for joining. Good morning to you. Yeah, what's happening in SA is really sad. We pray for peace. Most importantly, we pray for the spirit of laziness and waiting for things to be given to us on a silver platter. You know what? Thank you so much for that. I received that prayer. I also definitely pray for our country. And I pray that things change, things change for the better. And I'm also praying for that spirit of laziness, because we are so lazy as young people. We are so lazy to keep trying something. We want things to happen for us, but we're not willing to put in the work. And if you're gonna try to reprimand me or somehow argue on this fact, if you are not lazy, then good for you. But if you are lazy, you know yourself. You know that you are always in the front line of wanting things to happen. But you know for a fact that you're not always willing to put in the work. But now we pray that God will just somehow make a way, intervene, because what's happening right now is just a disaster. And you know what I'm thinking right now? When I keep seeing these protests that are happening, I see a group of people looting and everything. I'm asking myself, during that time, also, what's going to be happening, because there's no social distancing. A lot of people, traffic of people. So it's going to be looting. It's going to be people constantly fighting because they want their person and everything. And then there'll be people amongst those people that are doing that busy striking and everything, or whatever that they're doing. Some of them will be sick. Chances are some of them have contracted COVID, because with the group of people that have been doing all of these things, you ask yourself, during that time when you are busy trying to loot, take something, the person next to you, chances are they are sick and everything. They're not even thinking about that. And then they'll start saying that our people are dying because the hospitals, they don't have beds or whatever. But the same people, they're not even willing to just do things the right way. So this is just Yo, guys, I know it's something else. Like, God, may you just intervene. Like, we need to pray for our country more than we have before. We need to pray for our people. Like, right now, we are no longer praying for our leaders. We are no longer praying for our government. My pastor yesterday, he was speaking about um, how, we have defined the churches, how we have defined um, the leaders. Like, it's as if now the leaders that we have, they are not leaders that are there to make a difference. Instead, they are leaders that are there for certain standards. So he was saying that we should stop praying, or we should start praying for the salt. We should start praying for individuals. We should start praying for individuals to say, who are you and what is your purpose on this world? In this world, what is your purpose? What is your role? Because for a person to be a leader, for a person to be chosen to make a difference in the country and everything, it's because they have been chosen, because they are trusted to make a difference. They are trusted to bring the change in the world. They are trusted to use their ability to help and care and all of that. But now, the leaders that we have right now, they are not those kind of leaders. The leaders that we have right now, they are leaders that look out for themselves. They only care for their image. They only care for their what for their assets. They are protecting themselves. They are protecting their own people, and they forget that they were called to be in this country, to be in this world, to be in this leading role, to lead others, not solely to just be recognized because they are the so-called leaders. They are leading because there's an expectation to make a difference. There's a need, not an expectation, there's a need to make a difference. There's a need to help others. That's what needs to happen. But now, you know what? If we had to talk about politics, we won't end it. So let me not. Let me not even touch it. Feast with Nunu saying good morning. Thank you so much, Queen. Good morning to you too. Loving your hair there. It's very nice. Greetings, Sizzles. Thank you for joining, Queen. Much love and appreciation. Good greetings to you. Hey, Pindi. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Much love and appreciation. We appreciate seeing the real fam. Thank you so, so much. Let's see if we still have more comments on social media. Let's check it out. Who do we have here on TikTok? Let's see the comments. We've got Kanya saying, very well said. Thank you so much. We've got TK Swangs says, you're making good points here. But because us as youth, we want freebies because our government has spoiled us. You see now, and you're raising a very good point. So he's mentioning that we want freebies because the government somehow has spoiled us to obviously get those freebies. But you know what? I want to also point out this thing. As much as the government has somehow done that, I feel like there is so much that is not done. There's so much that is not done. As much as, but when we talk about freebies that we are getting from the government, what are we talking about? Because I feel like if you're gonna be telling me about the T-shirts that people will be giving people, we don't care about T-shirts. We don't care about T-shirts. Yes, we cannot deny the fact that there have been houses that are built, but I feel like for elderly people, for people that are in need, yes, those houses are needed. There are people that are disadvantaged, very disadvantaged. They deserve to get, all those free stuff that I think would help them to get by. But now I'm solely now depending on the youth to change things around, because I feel like we have so much expectation on wanting freebies or wanting things to come to us, but we're not willing to put in the work. Which is where I have a problem with that we're not putting in the work. We just have so much expectation and we just want to fold our hands and hope for the best. And that's where I have a problem. That's where I have a problem right there. you know. Leave says that's great advice. It's about creating yourself. Yes, we have to create for ourselves, guys. It's so important that we create for ourselves. Just Blaze says politics is the major cause of problems in the world. You see, some of my audience here on TikTok are saying that politics is solely the major cause of the problem. That's why I feel like when we have to have a conversation, talk about politics, yo, count me out, because this is just chaos. People are doing things because they want to benefit something. People are doing things because there's a cut for them, you know. Scoosh, hey Scoosh, thank you for joining. Scoosh says leadership is about vision and responsibility, not power. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Scoosh is raising a good point. You know, when you are lead, it's about the vision that you have for your country, for your people and everything, but not to put in power or to use your power in the wrong way, or to abuse your power in that instance. So don't abuse your power. Use your power in the right way, and please make sure that you do your part. Because here's my definition of a leader. A leader is not someone who is just leading for the sake of wanting people to be their peppers or something like that, or to have followers. You are not leading just because you want followers. I believe that you lead because you want to carry someone's hand. You want to be able to take them through your journey. You want to also help them to get to the level that you're in. You also want to help them work together with you so that you can achieve that vision that you have. So these are your helpers, basically. I believe that when you are a leader, the people that you're surrounded by, you shouldn't even say that these are my followers, I'm leading them, I'm the boss and everything, and just feel like you are pompous, you are powerful and everything. Understand that a lot of things for them to happen is because of the people around you. Let's just be honest. Sometimes we think that a person who's on the forefront, a person who's just on the lead, on the forefront, is the one that is important, that has done everything. But the truth is, the work that happens behind the scenes, those people, the team, is the one that should be also acknowledged. But now, if you abuse your power, it becomes difficult, because if you're abusing your power and also conducting corrupt ways of doing things, and taking even the people that are around you with you, then we are not going to be like, we will not be okay, guys. We will not be okay. And it's so sad that most of the time corruption happens when we have two people. One had the right intention, one didn't have the right intention. And the minute they get together and they somehow agree on how they can both benefit, now they start forgetting about all the other things. It's so sad. There's a lot of leaders who want to make a difference, but they can never be able because of the what? I'm not sure. Because of the what? Yeah, our leaders want to win us with their heads instead of winning us with their hearts. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. That is so sad. That is so sad. Guys, don't mind me. I now also consider reading my TikTok audience's comments. So I was reading that now. So Just Play says the system will never allow you to do good. JFK wanted to do good, but the system didn't allow him to. You know what? Let's leave the politics. Let's leave out the politics, guys, and move on with the show, okay? Let's move on with the show, because we only have literally 15 minutes before we end this show. Last week, we went overboard with our show. It's supposed to be just 1 hour show, period, but it went on to 2 hours. So today, we're not doing that. Just for the sake of someone who's going to come in, let them just enjoy the show without having to watch for the longest time. So let's keep it to an hour. We're going to move into the next segment of the show, and we're going to check out what's happening on the socials. What are we talking about on the socials today? What's happening in the socials today? So what I wish for us to talk about on the social media, about social media, because I feel like as someone who is in the digital space, we spend so much time on social media. So I want us to quickly, yes, I said it, quickly discuss this part. So what, in just a word or two, I'm going to ask you this, and you can comment and share, and I'll read your response just from your top of your head. What are the things that you think should not be posted on social media? What do you think is not supposed to be posted on social media? Oh, what are you supposed to post and what are you not supposed to post on social media? So that's the question that I have for you. What are you allowed to post and what are you not allowed to post? And this is something that I'm asking you just solely for you. Just, you know, just for you to what? Think for yourself, think about your image, think about your character, think about your reputation, everything like that. What is it that you think you should post and then you shouldn't post on social media? Now, like I said, Just Play says we want 3 hours. My goodness, if you want 3 hours, it means that you guys have got to pay me for the 3 hours because I have my design work that I have to do. If I stay here for 3 hours, it means that I'm not going to be able to do other work, unfortunately. So yeah. So you should gift me, then I'll be here for 3 hours. Send me gifts. All right. So here's the thing. Social media is really where you express your freedom, is where you can just solely do whatever that you wish for because it's your social media platform, it's your Facebook, it's your TikTok, is your whatever, so you can do whatever that you want. Well, that's what we think, right? We think that no, it's ours, we can do whatever we want. So someone is saying, Zgush is saying, I should not post my private life. All right, good point. All right. But now you would get someone who would say, my private life, like it's my relationship. So even if I post it, it's fine. I post it. So I don't care who says what and everything. So there are a lot of people that have different views. They feel like, no, I shouldn't put out what and everything. But now here's the thing. I'm going to try to sum it up to say that let's be very careful about what we post on social media. And don't think about social media as something that is just so yours, it doesn't belong to anyone else. The fact that you post something and it's public, it means that it's already open to engagement, it's already open to comments, it's already open to criticism, it's already open to just anything because you have put it out to the public. I mean, we had an example now to say, okay, you shouldn't post your private life. So when it comes to your private life, people to comment and have a say on what you are doing and everything, right? As Gush says, Ntabi, our status and private lives exposes us. Okay, I love what you're saying, and at the same time, I also just want to say something that okay, like for example, I love pictures, and I would sometimes like put a picture of well, me and my husband or something. We are somewhere chilling, whether it's a birthday or something. I would post. I would not have a problem. But now I know my limits when it comes to posting. I know my limits as to what I say. But what I want to emphasize, and this is an educational way of looking at it, to say, when it comes to social media, what you put out there, it's already in the world. What you put out there, it's in the world, you're giving it to the world, and you should have expectation as to what's going to happen. So meaning, if people respond to you in a positive way or in a negative way, you need to know how you can control that because you have put it out there. Now, to answer the question, what should we post and what shouldn't we post? So in my opinion, we should post things that are aligned with us, who we are and what you're about. things that we desire to post, but things that are not of harm to others. We shouldn't post anything that is a little bit illegal, not just to yourself, but to the world in general. So imagine if there's someone here doing drugs and everything, and then they decide to post doing those things. Imagine someone here deciding to just post a picture of them naked and all that. Such things are just not in order. Like, you can't be doing such things. Imagine yourself posting pictures or posting things that are just irrelevant. And irrelevant meaning something that is off character. And what do I mean by being off character? We have to remember something, and I'll speak about this from a business owner's point of view. Let's say I want to hire someone for a job or something, and then I see them posting stuff that is just out of order, stuff that will not interest potential clients for working with this particular person. So my point is, it's so important that we become careful as to what we post, and we become cautious of our characters. We become cautious of what we want to be known for. So on social media, we have an opportunity to be recognized by our potential employees, to be recognized by our potential business partners. So it's so important that we become cautious as to what are we known for on social media. Is what you're posting representing you as an individual? Is Ntabi coming to a meeting, to a Zoom meeting, looking all like this, suited up like this, looking nice? And then the next thing you see her social media platform, she's on some, she's just, I don't know, I can't even explain it. Like, I'm just a different, totally different person. Do you guys know that now what companies are doing? They go to your social media platforms to just verify the resume that to verify your resume. So they want to know more about you. They Google you, they check who you are. Now, maybe I'm speaking about this from a business point of view or from a professional point of view. Let's ease it up a little bit. We can ease it up a little bit to say that yes, your social media is your social media. You can have fun and just do whatever that you want. But as much as you can do whatever that you want, understand that everything has its own consequences, its own repercussions. So do not post anything that will bake fire in your life. Do not post anything that will put your life in danger. So, like, for example, and this is the closing one, because if we talk about this one, we won't end. But you can comment and just share your views so that we can carry on with the conversation. Now, my point is, when it comes to you checking in, let's say, for example, we have stalkers in this world. You'll never know. Someone is busy stalking, and then you check in at the restaurant to say, I'm at this restaurant. You check in right about that time when you are there. And then when you check in, someone who's busy stalking you sees that you are at this place, and then they go after you. Or maybe someone wants to abduct your child. You take a picture of your child with a school uniform, the name of the school, you put their name there on social media. Oh, it's the first day for Botsilo's it's Botsilo's first day at school. And then Botsilo has a uniform, has a name tag. And then school bus took Botsilo to school. The next thing after school, someone comes and says, hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm here to collect Botsilo. I'm Botsilo's father, or I'm Botsilo's mother. And then they go and get Botsilo because they haven't seen their parents or something like that. They just take the kid and then they go. Or maybe Botsilo is not even in class. Maybe in class the teachers know Botsilo's mom, Botsilo's dad. But because Botsilo is just out there playing, someone is going to come, Botsilo, your mom so-and-so said I should come and fetch you. And then Botsilo gets into the car and then they go. So your safety as well matters. You need to be very careful about what you post and protect your own safety. So normally now when I check in after a day of going somewhere, or I post pictures maybe hours after I've left the place that I was at. I will take pictures there, yes, but I will post them later after I've left the place a long time ago. So you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your family. You need to protect your loved ones. So I'm just going to leave this one there because it's a lot. But do comment and share your thoughts. That's correct. I agree. Squish says, that's correct. I agree with you. Our action speaks louder than words. Definitely. Your actions speak louder than words. So we are on the next segment of the show. We are living in dangerous societies. Gush is saying we are living in a dangerous society. We must watch our backs. Let us learn to protect our cups. It's important. It's so important. How many kids have been abducted just because they were just playing outside, or their parents posted their pictures on Facebook and their school uniforms and everything? Like every move, you even took a picture of the class that they are at, everything. So it's so easy for people to just get to see all of that. So it's really hard. It's really hectic. It's really hectic. Sizzle saying my prayer goes to our brothers and sisters in South Africa. Thank you so much for that prayer. Sibu says, true, only check into a place after you've left. Exactly. Check into a place after you've left. That's so true. All right, let's move on to the like with the show, guys. We don't have much time. My goodness. I think I spent so much time on the code, so I need to cut out on spending so much time there. But your guys' comments are amazing, so that's why we keep moving. Let's talk a business over coffee is the next part of the show. So we've spoken about how we can empower each other, how we can show up for ourselves, how we can make our own opportunities. We spoke about what we should avoid on social media, and now we need to speak about business. Of course, it's important that we speak about business now. On this segment of the show, we're just going to speak about the tools that you can use to really have a sustainable business. Now, we have businesses that are still starting up, businesses that don't have resources, that don't have money to somehow be at the level that they wish to be. So, meaning they're working on a budget. So, it's so important that you note as a business what you need to have. And of course, I'll start with my favorite things, which is obviously digital marketing, which is social media. If your business does not have social media platforms, then you have to think again. You need to consider having platforms like your Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, even YouTube for that matter, so that you can showcase your business, showcase the work that you're doing. So try by all means to do that so that it can be so easy for you to connect with your audience or your potential clients. And this is a cheaper way to do it. This is a cheaper way to do it. So I wish for us to use social media as a form of free options to do it. Now, I also find that there are people that are struggling with their invoicing when it comes to invoicing their clients, when it comes to keeping track of the quotations and everything. So there's this free invoicing app. Well, all you gotta do is to just register and put in your email that you're gonna use, and it's called Wave. So what I'll do, I'll just try to link it on my description after I'm done with this video. The link, the platform is called Wave. So Wave is a professional invoicing platform where you can use it and create quotations, create invoices for your clients. You can even link your business bank account so that you can even see what's happening. Maybe you don't have the capacity to hire an accountant at this very point in your business. So what you can do, you can easily connect with Wave and connect your bank account with Wave and be able to even see the transactions. You can even see who hasn't paid and all of that. So you can see all of those things. So that's something that I wish for us to take note of especially from a business that is just starting up. They cannot hire an accountant like at the goal, like at the beginning stages of the business. Because yes, an accountant is important in the business, but obviously if you still trying, you can't pay them, right? So the fact that you can't pay them, it means that you can use other measures so that you can be able to what progress, right? So that's what I wish for us to take into account. So that is Wave, is a professional invoicing system that you can use. Good morning to Melo. All right, so that is the part that I wanted to mention. So yeah, those are just a few things. Have social media on your for your business platforms, and use Wave invoicing platform. Invoicing what platform to really create your invoices, your quotations, and everything. And also, guys, something that I have to mention is that there are also other free apps that are available that you can use. You don't necessarily need to use just Wave. There are other apps that are available that you can use that are free, but that will be able for you, that will allow you to track your finances, your quotations, your invoicing, and all of that. Just make it easy. Someone also plugged me on the Wave one. That's why I started using it years ago, and until this day, I'm still using it because it works. It's just effective and just like that. So that's a plug that I'm giving you, and hopefully you're learning something out of it. So we are just over our 1 hour mark, but I'm not going to leave without sharing a few tips with you, and that will be the topic for the day, which is making boss moves. Okay. Boss moves. Now, we are the last part of the show, and I want to talk to you about making boss moves. Now, I'm not going to explain some of these points that I'm going to mention, but I'm just firstly going to say this, that making boss moves does not mean that you are a boss, you are in control of everything, you have to be in control of everything. A boss, in my definition, a boss is a leader who makes a difference, a leader who empowers the others down there that are looking up to learn or to get empowered over something. So the fact that I own a business and I have employees does not mean that my role as a boss is to be rude to my employees, is to be rude because I pay them and because I make sure that they have food in their table. I cannot be treating them in a negative way. I cannot be treating them in a bad way. So, in simple terms, for me to be a boss, for me to keep a sustainable business, a running business, is because I have these people that are with me. But now we move. Asikwalapo, we move. So where are we moving to? I'm moving to the few points that I want you to take note of as a business person or as someone who needs to make boss moves. By the way, for you to make boss moves, you don't necessarily need to own a business. You don't necessarily need to be a boss of a company. Making boss moves is for you to show up for yourself, is for you to make cautious decisions, whether in your day job or whatever. So that's basically what the boss moves, like the boss moves that I'm talking about. Okay. Now I'm gonna mention them and just end the day because like I said, we just over our time, yeah, and I'm so sorry that I have to keep you guys over an hour, but yeah, nevertheless, the first one is set intentions. So the first boss move is set intentions. Set your intentions right. Be intentional about whatever that you're doing, and ask yourself why you're doing something, right? Always have that question in the back of your head as to what's the purpose of me doing what I'm doing right now? What is the sole purpose of it? Always ask yourself that thing. Now, the second point, which I really, really love and I keep stressing, is unlearn and learn. So for you to make boss moves, you need to understand that you will have a point in your life where you learn the certain things and then you have to unlearn certain things. Yes, there will be a point where you have to learn certain things and unlearn certain things. And mainly because what you thought you learned and what you thought was great is actually not that great at a later stage. So you need to adapt to change. You need to be able to learn new ways of doing things. And after that, you progress and then you see how you can evolve and grow. So that is so important. Now, the third one is time management. Earlier, I spoke, guys, a lot about managing your time and to prioritize, like to have priorities. So if you're going to prioritize being on social media 24/7 when you have other work that you need to do, then you need to start thinking and asking yourself, how am I managing my time? How do I manage my time? Ask yourself those questions. So I hope, I hope, I hope that you're going to learn something out of that. I hope that you're going to just find some kind of a direction as to how best can you do things, how best can you oopsie, how best can you be able to manage even like things that will help you progress in life. Okay, so be able to manage your time better, manage your time wisely. That is the advice that I have for you. All right, so what is the next one? The next one is have a winning mindset. For you to make boss moves, you have to have a winning mindset. You can't just make boss moves without having a winning mindset. Your mindset needs to be on point. Your mindset needs to give you direction as to what are we going to do next? How are we going to grow from here? How are we going to evolve from here? You need to have that winning mindset. You need to have the end goal in your head before you can even reach there. So, meaning the effort that you put when you start something, already you need to see it become something greater, something bigger. And it starts with the process that you take. So, have a winning mindset from the beginning. If you're gonna associate yourself with people that are negative, people that will always say that, or when you come up with ideas, they'll always say that, what if this doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? You don't need these people. You don't need those people. Always try to build a team of people that are positive, people that are willing to put in the work, people that are willing to see changes, people that are willing to see things happen. All right. So we're all about vibrations. You cannot vibrate positively to people that are negative all the time. You cannot. So always make sure that you have people that are also positive, that are willing to be in the level that you're in. So that's what I wish for. And I'm hoping that you're going to take something out of this and understand that your winning mindset starts by what you say from the beginning of starting something. That's what you say during the process. That's what you say when something goes wrong. Are you still having that winning mindset? Or do you just give up just because things did not go right? So always ask yourself those things. Kiki, hi Kiki, thank you for joining. Kiki says, theoretically, I believe we are stimulated. The real issue is implementing stage. Now, I love what you're saying, and I just want to point out this thing that um, the theory is one part of something, and I would like to also associate it with being motivated. Hey Zoeli, welcome, welcome. I would like to also associate it with motivation. Motivation is me speaking to you, fueling you up, telling you that you are capable, you can do this, you nothing can stop you from achieving. It's me fueling you up, but at the end of the day, it's not about what I said. It's a question of what action are you going to take, which brings me to your point that says the implementation state. It's a question of what are you going to do? What are you willing to do? What effort are you willing to put? So it's not all about you being pumped up and motivated, because we can all be pumped up right now and you feel like, damn, I'm going to make those boss moves. I'm a boss. I'm going to make those. I'm going to win. I'm going to have a winning mindset. So that is just a theory. You are saying things, but what you are saying is not solely important than what you do next. And what you do next is not about who's there with you. It's a question of, if you heard this and if you said you're going to apply it, are you going to apply it? Is it going to even happen in your life? Is it something that you're gonna apply? Because if we're gonna be controlled by the theoretical things of doing things in life, then we have a problem. Because if we keep saying we're gonna do this, but we're not acting, then we have a big problem. You can't keep speaking and not acting. You can't keep saying, I will do this, I need to do that, I'm capable of this. You're saying you're capable of this, but you're not putting in the work. You need to get up and try and see if something will happen. So the implementation stage is supported by you willing to act upon something. So implementing something has its own processes. So there's a start, which is the idea. Let's say it's solely the idea that is there. And then the next part becomes, ooh, what's happening? I think my lipstick is just getting crusty. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Now, the fact that there's an implementation stage, there's an idea, there's a process at the beginning. There's process, okay, there's an idea, right, that you have. There's planning, right? There's planning. There is the process. There is also what? The implementation stage that you have to do. So there's steps that you have to take, and you cannot skip any step. So the fact that there's a thought, there's an idea that is there has to be a planning as to, okay, what is this? How am I going to do it? What do I need to do? What processes am I going to need to do? And after that, you need to start implementing. And after implementing, that is not all. There's also evaluating and seeing, okay, is what I've implemented going the right way? Is what I've implemented somehow in direction to what I'm aiming to do, or what I've started doing? And then after that, you see, okay, so what are the actions that are here? What actions? Yes, you've taken actions by implementing and everything, but now what's the progress in this stage? Ask yourself all of those things. So you need to have all of these things accompanied. You cannot just think of something and then it happens like that. There has to be so many things that happen. So I hear a lot of people saying that motivation is overrated. Hey, motivated people, or people are always saying motivation, and I don't believe in that and everything. I believe that for every idea that you have, it cannot just come just like that. Your idea was supported by something, and the fact that you are motivated to do something is because there was a thought that triggered something. And the fact that you're motivated, it means that discipline also needs to come to play. Discipline always have to come to play, because motivation and discipline are best friends. There are times where you will wake up and feel demotivated, but the minute you start the minute you start remembering why you started something, that discipline will help you to carry you, will help you to continue. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I hope that I've answered you, Kiki Klubi. Thank you so much for that comment. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll definitely follow you guys and check you out and check what you guys are doing. The fifth one is, excuse me, I talk too much. Your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. It's important to understand that your health is your wealth, guys. And taking care of your health is the best thing that you can do. I had a moment in my life where I was too busy, too worked out, to a point where I was not even willing to take good care of my health. I was solely dependent on energy drinks, solely dependent on boosters that will help me to keep going. I was not sleeping enough or resting enough. So that to me was a problem. And I wish for you guys to honestly understand that your health is your wealth. If your health is in check, if your health is good, then you will be okay. You cannot function if you are not in a good space of mind. And for you to be in a good space of mind, it means that you need to have some good health inside of, like, you need to be somehow healthy. You need to be healthy in some way. So my advice to you is that take care of your health. Do not depend on energy boosters, or don't depend on things that will boost you so that you can be healthier and everything. An energy drink will not make you healthier. Zoe is actually agreeing with me. Thank you, Zoe. An energy drink will not make you feel better. An energy drink will not give you good health, but it will just temporarily fix whatever problem that you have. And now, when we speak about your health, I also want us to speak about the things that we don't normally talk about, and then that is mental health. Are you taking care of your mental health? Are you taking care of your thoughts? Are you taking care of how you make decisions when it comes to anything that is affecting you in life? Are you constantly stressing over things that you cannot control? Are you constantly worrying or complaining about the things that you cannot do, or you cannot what change for that matter? And then you remain stressed, like you're always stressed out. You're always stressed out because your life is just showing you flames. Instead of you trying to find a solution as to how can I better deal with this problem, how can I best deal with this challenge, or this what yeah, whatever obstacle you might find yourself in. And instead you are always complaining, you're always crying, you're always worrying. You cannot be doing that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Your health matters the most. Take care of your health. When you work, put in the work. Like, there's nothing wrong with working. Put in the work, do whatever that you have to do. Make sure that you make things happen. But at the same time, also understand that it's so important for you to take a break. Take a break. Please take a break. Take a break and take care of yourself. Take a break and take care of your health. Take a break and take care of your well-being. Because if you do not do that, you are going to be challenged. Your health is your wealth. You cannot be wealthy if you are troubled, if you are constantly stressing, if you're always trying to be an overachiever, but you are not okay physically. You cannot try to impress your bosses. You cannot try to keep impressing your leaders, your managers, or whatever. Yet you are suffering. You can only do so much. Your health matters. So take care of your health, take care of your mental health, take care of your state so that you can be a better person. You can be the best version of yourself, because you can only have one you. If you're going to overwork yourself, if you're not going to be okay, I can tell you right now, even that company that has hired you, by the time you are sick or you're in the hospital and they say you're admitted for 3 months, they already are in a process of finding someone, or already they've thought of something that can replace you in that regard. When you keep overworking yourself and not taking care of your health. So take care of your health. That's all I'm going to say. The last point is move in silence. Move in silence, guys. Move in silence. It's okay to share your achievements. It's okay to share what you've achieved and everything, but try to work on yourself first and work on whatever that you wish to accomplish. Have a small circle of people that you can share whatever that you wish to do with, and then when you do that, allow yourself the opportunity to enjoy that, and then after that you can showcase it to the world. And actually, you don't even need to. If it's something that doesn't need to be out there, you don't even need to showcase it. So move in silent. Whatever dreams, whatever goals you want to achieve, whatever business idea, whatever project that you are in, do not make the noise, because there are people out there that are always waiting to see you fall. People that are always waiting to see your downfall. So try by all means to just shh. Try to shh. Try to shush for a minute and focus on working on your craft, so that even if what you are doing takes longer than you said it would. You're not pressured by the world, pressured by the people that you shared with to say that, hey, I said I was going to do this. I said I was going to do that. We're going to come to you and say, how? Hello, you said in July you're going to launch this product, but you didn't. So because you have a small cycle of people, they will not pressure you. Because you haven't shared with the whole world, you will not be pressured to launch something that is not on point. So move in silence, do you. Don't try by any way to compete with the world or compete with how fast and Tabi's platform is growing, how fast and Tabi's business is growing. Focus on your craft and focus on what you can do best. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And that's it for today, guys. That's it for today. I cannot say anything more. What I've just said, what I've just said with you, it's enough for you to kickstart your week. It's enough for you to see how you can just make this week count. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna love and leave you and say to you that always remember to make today count. Today is the most important day ever. It's for you to make it count. This week is the most important week ever. It's for you to make it count. So if you're not gonna make it count, then I don't know. If you're not gonna make it count, I does. So with that said, I just want to say thank you so much. Much love and appreciation. You guys are amazing and I appreciate your engagement. And Zweli, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your engagements as well. I appreciate you. And let's see if we have any new comments on on Facebook. Let's see if we have people commenting on Facebook. Let's check it out before we end this show. Let's see. Okay, no, so far we don't have anyone. But I just want to say thank you, everyone who's been commenting. Obviously, my TikTok family as well. I love and appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys, and say, please remember to make today count. Keep believing that you are capable of just being the best version of yourself. Always believe that you're capable of doing more than you can do, like more than what you did yesterday. And don't allow anything to stop you from grinding. Get up, create something for yourself, create something for your life, create something that will help you to really be at the level that you wish to be in life. Get up and make things happen. It is possible. Stop being lazy. Stop saying that someone else needs to do something for you. You have the mind, you have the eyes, you have the hands, you have the ability to think for yourself. You have the ability to use the resources that you have to make things happen. So if you're not going to do it yourself, unfortunately, no one else is going to do it for you. If you're not going to do it for yourself, then no one's going to show up for you. So with that said, I just want to say I love and appreciate you. Remember to make today count. Remember that today is a good day to have a good day. Yesterday is over. Stop focusing on what happened yesterday. Today is the most important day. Forget about who said you can't achieve something yesterday. Focus on today because right about now, it's your time. And with that said, bye.